An important use of working with positives, negatives, and order of operations comes when we're trying to simplify algebraic expressions. There are multiple ways to do that, and we're going to look at some of them in this section. The first one is how we can evaluate an algebraic expression. When we evaluate an algebraic expression, what we can do is we can replace the letter with a known value. And when we do that, we will do it in parentheses. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of the times we'll see an expression like 5x minus 3. And the idea is we don't know what that x is, and so we kind of represent it generically with this unknown x. But then if we later find out x equals negative 2, we can finish simplifying this by replacing the x with the negative 2 it represents. So we end up with 5 times negative 2 minus 3. Notice that I made that substitution. The negative 2 went inside parentheses to preserve the operation. So now when I think about GEMDAS, my order of operation, we know we have to multiply and divide before we do any adding and subtracting. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. Minus 3 gives us a final answer. If I add the opposite, we've got 2 negatives, makes it more negative, negative 13. Let's try one more example. Let's try 2x squared minus 3xy. Each of those letters represents an unknown value, so it's just a placeholder for this unknown value. And then later we learn that x equals 4 and y equals negative 5. Now I can go in and plug in wherever I see an x, I can replace it with 4. And wherever I see a y, I can replace it with negative 5. So we have 2 times x, which is 4 squared, minus 3 times x, which is 4, times y, which is negative 5. This now becomes a big order of operations problem with negatives. GEMDAS tells us we have to do the exponent first. So we have 2 times 4 squared, which is 16, minus 3 times 4 times negative 5. We're going to multiply from left to right. So 2 times 16 is 32, minus 3 times 4 times negative 5. Continuing to multiply from left to right, we'll take the negative 3 times 4. Remember, the sign goes with the number. I'm running out of space, so I'm going to move up here. We get 32. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12 times negative 5. Finishing off the multiplication and division from left to right, we've got a negative times a negative. Gives us a positive 60. Finally, the addition and subtraction gives us our final answer of 92. So if we know what the value is for the letter, we can replace the letter with its known value as we put it into parentheses and then simplify like we always have.